Hey, Beauty. In this episode, I will be talking about 3 reasons why you may not be meeting your health goals as fast as you want to. Before we get into the show, I want to remind you of my free guide for you. It's called Holistically Healthy Woman: 4 Steps to Move Away from Modern Medicine for Christians. If you want that free guide, go to herholistichealing.com/free. As I said in the past, if you even implement 1 or 2 things on this guide, your health could be completely transformed. So go ahead and go to herholistichealing.com/free. Enter your email to get your free guide, Holistically Healthy Woman: 4 Steps to Move Away from Modern Medicine for Christians. Welcome to Her Holistic Healing. Do you want to move away from modern medicine and learn healthier alternatives for your family? Do you want a healthy body? Do you want to live the life that God intended you to live? Hey, I'm Alexandra. I love Jesus. I'm a wife, mom of 3, author, and registered nurse with years of experience in clinical research. When I started experiencing chronic health issues, I was confused about all the different diets and conflicting opinions. I felt anxious because I couldn't solve the mystery of my health until God showed me that He is the source of true healing. In this podcast, you will learn Bible truths and holistic treatments that will help you to stop relying on pharmaceuticals. You can experience true lasting healing that will allow you to make a greater eternal impact in your home and community. So what do you say we take a break from the mind-numbing humdrum busyness? Let's rest in my God, be our healer and helper. First reason why you may not be reaching your health goal as fast as you would like to is you might have a lack of clarity. I've talked about this a lot on the podcast. We need to know the reason why we are doing something, and it needs to be something that will motivate us every day to keep on doing what we are doing, to keep on working towards a certain goal. Some people say your why should make you cry. So if you are lacking clarity as to why you want to possibly move away from modern medicine, or you want to reverse autoimmunity symptoms, perhaps you just want a healthier body, I really encourage you to spend some time with God and talk about it with God. Tell him what your frustrations are. Tell him what you want. You can write about it in your journal. You can go on a walk, on a prayer walk. Just talk to him as you would a friend. I would also encourage you to write it down. In 10 years, what do you want your life to look like? In 3 years, what do you want your life to look like? In 1 year, what do you want your life to look like? In order to reach your health goal or really any goal, what will you have to do in your life to get there? What needs to change? What needs to be taken out of your life? What needs to be put into your life? What healthy habits do you need to be integrating into your life so that you can have the life that you want in 1 year, 3 years, 10 years? Remember that it's not wrong to dream. I think the key here is to talk about your dreams with God. Remember that the Bible says that He can do more than we can ever ask for or imagine. When we have a clear vision of what we want, it's so much easier to focus on the goal. If we have no idea what we want or why we want it, then it'll be a lot harder. When I was younger and my focus was just to work a lot and then have a little bit of free time to spend with my family. I didn't really have a vision for anything besides that. And looking back, it just seems kind of sad because I would just work and then make dinner and clean up, work, make dinner, clean up. And then if there was a little time left over, I would spend the time with my husband and child, or actually back then I would spend a lot of time watching TV. But now that I have a clear vision of what I believe God wants my life to look like, I just feel so much more motivated to reach my goals, whatever goals that I have. And so this works for health goals or any other types of goals. The second reason why you may not be reaching your health goal or any other goal as fast as you want to, you may be lacking consistency. Did you know if you start a podcast, it's actually not that hard to rank on the podcast charts? And do you know why that is? There's a crazy statistic that I heard. It's something like only 90%. No, statistic is that 90% of people that start a podcast don't make it past the third episode. It's something crazy like that. Part of the reason for that is because with podcasting, you don't get comments like you do on YouTube or Instagram or things like that. So you don't really get that positive reinforcement. So I feel like a lot of people get discouraged, but I do think that this is a big problem in our culture today. Today, we lack consistency. And I think part of the reason why we lack consistency is because we're so distracted. If we really sat down and took a look at our schedules, some of our time is filled with a lot of things that we don't need to be doing, right? I know for myself, before the summer started, my schedule was really busy. I really didn't have much free time at all, unless I was really intentional about it. But now, since the summer has started, I've actually had a little bit more time, free time. And I used to think that, man, if I just had a half an hour or an hour extra every day, I would be so much more productive. But I learned that that's not really the case because I have extra free time now, and I'm realizing that I'm not using it wisely. I'm not saying that it's wrong to have free time or to spend time doing things that we normally don't have time for. It's not wrong to do that, but for me, I know that I've been getting distracted by things that I don't need to get distracted by. I kept telling myself that I wanted extra time to get certain things done, but instead of using the time that I have that I've been given right now, I've been getting distracted. I think that we also struggle with consistency because of our own limiting beliefs. Sometimes we can tell ourselves that we can't do something because we've never done it before or we've never grown up with parents that were disciplined in a certain area so that we can't do it. I had a client once, she told me that I don't prioritize my health. I never saw my mom doing it, so it's not me. I don't see myself working out or eating healthy. The interesting thing is that she has a PhD in a really difficult field. So, I mean, anyone can look at her and say, "What are you talking about? You have a PhD in this, and you're telling me that you can't be disciplined, you can't be consistent." There aren't many people in the world that have gotten PhDs. But that's something that we tell ourselves all the time. We put ourselves in a box and tell ourselves that we can't do something just because we haven't done it before, or just because we can't picture ourselves doing it, or just because our family was never like that, so we can never be like that. But that's obviously not true. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, holding ourselves back with our own limiting beliefs. The third reason why you may not be reaching your health goal or any other goal as fast as you want to is you might not have accountability. I feel like this is another huge problem in our culture. We lack community, we lack authentic, vulnerable community. Even in churches, people are hesitant to share what they're really going through. We're oftentimes busy, and so we don't make time to share with each other. We don't make time to grow with each other. The truth is that if you find it hard to find people to hold you accountable, sometimes you have to create that community for yourself. That's something that I've been doing lately that I might share more about later. In business, everyone talks about how you will be successful because of who you know. And this is not just true in business, this is true for your health or any other aspect of your life. I've been learning more and more how important community is, but not just the importance of community, the importance of who is a part of your community or inner circle, or who are your close friends. Because chances are you will become most like the people that you spend the most time with. So, if you are trying to improve your health, if you're trying to move away from modern medicine, if you're trying to find natural ways to heal your body, if you want to put God first, I really encourage you to look for people that share your same values, people that want what you want. It might be hard to find them. They may be in your church. You may have to look for a meetup group. You might have to start your own group. And that may be difficult. That may not be something that you're used to. I really feel like that's maybe another issue in our culture. There are so few people that want to lead things, that want to start things. But I really encourage you to pray about it. I encourage you to pray about finding those people that can help keep you accountable, women that can encourage you, women that can pray for you, women that also share your vision or at least support your vision. Ask God to help you find those people. I truly believe that finding your group of encouraging, inspiring, motivating, godly women can really help you reach your health goals or any goals so much faster. So, if you struggle with one of these areas, a lack of clarity, lack of consistency, or lack of accountability, I really hope that you will do something today. I really hope that you will take action, because I know that God has so many good things in store for you. So I hope and pray that you will pray, that you will seek God's wisdom in everything that you have for your health and your other goals. So I hope that you seek His wisdom, and I hope that you will take action on whatever instruction God gives you. Thanks for listening today. If you like what you heard, would you take a minute to leave the show a review? If you want to connect with me, you can join me in my free community. The link is in the show notes, or go to herholistichealing.com. Matthew 11. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls.
For you, it's easy and my burden is light.
This content is for informational purposes only and is not meant to be medical advice.